Andrew Carnegie said of developing people that you aren't going digging for gold looking for that dirt, you're looking for the gold. There's a lot of dirt to move here. Greetings and salutations, my name is Deltrain, helping you build killing machines to get the most out of Fire Emblem Heroes, talking about Oscar, the Agile Horseman. You and I will go over his matchup, some builds for him, but first, let's get his digits. When I look at unit stats, we use Deltrain's rubric, 42 hit points, 35 in attack stats, 32 in defensive stats, and we're not really making it. Not a big surprise, Oscar is a horsey after all. 40 hit points is quite a lot. Defense at 26, it looks like I skipped somebody there, but honestly, all the Grand Hero battle units and all the Tempest Trial units have a higher defense than Oscar, but Oscar is the highest you can pull naturally. That attack and speed, though, those are actually still really good numbers, and if you're thinking Brave Lance build, you're watching the video a little faster than it's going. And, well, we have resistance, and it's the worst out of the lot. Let's see what he swings with. Sapphire Lance. Wait, come back, hold on. You know we're gonna do a Brave Lance build. Just hold your horses. Yeah. Oh. Let's skip the Brave Lance for now. Let's take a look at Rally Speed and Defense, looking at the bottom, Spur Speed and Defense. That's pretty cool, right? I mean, that's a lot right there. And then Lance Breaker, yes, more than likely Oscar's gonna be 4-star whenever he's out. He's going to have Lance Breaker. Here's your Lance Breaker fodder so that you quit running out of Narcines. So, hey, that's good for us. Let's take a look at the Obituaries. 47, 14, and 111. 28, 31, and 113 whenever he is being attacked. There's a lot of good units here. I mean, he's even getting rid of Cordelia whenever he attacks. There's quite a few faces there that I know I am happy to see there. I mean, one of them's Celica. That's fantastic. Celica is hard to get rid of, and you need to have somebody who has the punching power, just like our good friend Oscar here, to be able to do that. Of course, there's a lot of people that punk us down. Most of them are green. Surprise! Just stay away from green. Also, Reinhardt and Brave Lynn take us out, so no, we're not a counter to that in this build. So now usually I talk about the entire kit, but we've already had some spoilers. I don't even want to talk about Sapphire Lance, but I do want to talk about the parts of the kit that interest me, and that is this whole speed and defense buff business that's going on here. See, whenever you have this set of complementary skills, first of all, one is a hone style buff, that rally. In other words, it acts on that unit the entire time they're on the field. And you'll see that stat adjustment in blue on their stats whenever you take a look at that unit. The other ones are spur style buffs, which means they only happen during combat. There's two pieces of significance here. One, if it only happens during combat, that means things that happen outside of combat, or take a look at the numbers outside of combat, aren't going to be affected by those spurs. Not too much stuff does that, although there is significance here and there. The important part is that these benefits stack. So really, you're looking at Oscar potentially delivering somebody +6 defense and +6 speed. That's enough to stop being doubled and to shave off a healthy number of damage off of a potential blow. Now, obviously Oscar's not going to take a hit himself. Maybe from a red unit because of the Sapphire Spear. Otherwise, he's meant to buff somebody. But there's not that many units that would sit there and go, you know what, +6 defense and speed's gonna save me. Except for tanks. He is there to support the Xanders of any type of the world, being able to give them just enough speed to stop being doubled at a crucial moment, giving them just enough defense to stop dying at a crucial moment. That's basically Oscar's whole role here. He's meant to be support. He's not meant to be going chasing after people, knocking them down. He will go up behind somebody in a very cowardly fashion, unfortunately, and support somebody by making sure that they're not going to die. And this is actually really important. This is an underutilized thing. In Grand Hero battles, you can tweak things and you can sub out different seals and stuff like that to be able to accomplish the same thing. In a PvP battle or in Arena Assault, you don't have the luxury of being able to retry the exact same match again. You don't have the luxury to be able to come back to that setup and try again. Oscar accelerates in PvP arena in events where you only get a limited number of tries to be able to let you improv on things. He has the mobility to get to where you need him to go on the field. If you give him Wings of Mercy, it even helps him out more. The Wings of Mercy is not going to help him teleport over to somebody who's a little bit weak and thin like a mage and then give them that buff, because if they're already at the point where Wings of Mercy is being used on them, 6 defensive speed's not going to help them. And it's a nice buff for Blade Time, I suppose, and maybe that'll help you out in some circumstances. But where he shines is being able to save your tanks so that they can continue to do their job. This is very interesting to me because it seems like right now there's this influx of tanking out there, and there is this notion that, you know what, why do you want to get hit? You don't want to get hit. You don't want to use your defensive score. You don't want to use your hit points. You want to kill the enemy. Well, there's enough stuff out there that lets being defensive work. And whenever you need to be able to improvise because maybe somebody brought something to the arena that you weren't quite expecting, Oscar's there to be able to help bail you out. We won't spend that long talking about these upgrades. Moonbow is a nice special to give him. It's going to let him get a few more kills in here and there. Fury 3 just patches up a little bit of everything. Gives him a defense that's half respectable. Gives him better speed, a little better attack. It just seems to be a no-brainer, not to mention you're not supposed to be getting hit with them anyway, so that extra 6 damage really doesn't matter. I know, Distant Counter's not a cheap upgrade, but it works out okay on him, and I just wanted to point out that you could invest in him, or you could also go super cheap and just do the +5 hit points. Believe it or not, that helps him out quite a lot. Let's take a look at a PvE build that's a little bit easier to pull off. We're going to keep that Sapphire Lance and make sure that we leverage that against all those stupid Sword Lords that come running at us. We're going to put Fury 3 on here. This is important just because it lets us tank rather efficiently, and we're not going to be taking tons of damage, even though we're not exactly a brick wall, so we could withstand that 6 points of damage every once in a while. Wings of Mercy is here. We've already mentioned it. This lets you put yourself right where you need to be able to help out your wall, be able to withstand things a little bit better. Moonbow is here because, yeah, it's going to help get us some wins. It's going to go off often if we're attacking. Although, honestly, this is not meant to be an attacking build. You're not meant to be sticking your neck out. This really is here just to protect the tanks. Because, I mean, after all, they protect the whole party. Somebody's got to give them some love, you know? I don't really see this being that useful in PvP. I didn't even do the analysis on it. It didn't seem worthwhile. But if you go ahead and run around behind your tanks with this, you know, you'll be able to take hits from Red and block Ike and Ryoma and the like. So, you know, I mean, it's not useless. It's just, I'm sure you have better things to do. Finally, the main event, 127, 10, and 35. We'll talk about the DPT here in a moment. Brave Lance is what we're putting on him. Luna, he's going to double enough people that Luna gives us a healthy dose of extra kills. Yes, we do want Death Blow. You know what, the speed just is, unless you're minus speed for some reason, the speed just doesn't matter in this case. We're putting Lancebreaker on him. Comes with him. Hey, why not? That way it gives us a few more kills and it lets us shore up any instances where we might need to protect our tank from the blues. We're keeping the Rally Speed and Defense and the Spur Speed and Defense on him. That's what we need to use in order to still leverage and help protect our comrades here. And honestly, other than maybe reposition in a threaten skill, what else are you going to do with that? Let's take a look at the Deltran PvP threats. 15 and 3 on offense, 0 and 18 on defense out of 21 units. So this build definitely is not meant to take a hit. On offense, though, we're doing great. I mean, there's a fantastic lineup of people that we're killing. Basically, there's a couple of green there that we want to leave, and there are some very high defense people that just aren't going to go down for us. But otherwise, I mean, it's a good lineup. He could definitely run after and kill a lot of great threats, and if need be, he could just fall back and help buff somebody. Taking a look at that flip side, I mean, that's That's how it goes. You know, I mean, he doesn't have good defenses. 40 hit points is pretty nice. However, whenever it comes down to it, I mean, he's not meant to be there to be a brick wall. He's there to support the brick wall. So just go ahead and stick to that pattern, and you should be fine. And hey, do me a favor. If you like your information hot and fresh like Grandma's cookies, hit that subscribe button. My name is Deltra, and thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate all of you. And until next time, take it easy.